Hey guys, it's Ashley here of Stacks and the City, and I am so excited that you guys are here for another phenomenal, amazing, exciting, and captivating episode. So today, guys, we're going to talk a little bit about funding and raising money and getting money for your first real estate property, no matter what that looks like. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you do know or may not know that I'm actually looking and in the process of closing my third property total. So in my portfolio, currently, I have two. I have my primary residence and I have a residence that I'm renting out currently in Baltimore, Maryland. But we're trying to get number three because three is a charm. Three is one of my lucky numbers. I was born in March, it's the third month of the year, so why not? So we're gonna go to that. But a lot of you guys have questions about how I get the funding, how I do that, what am I doing for the money? You guys, I'm gonna do more of that in a separate video. I'm gonna talk more about my real estate ventures, how I was able to raise funds, but I really want to focus specifically on the way that I'm getting my real estate transactions handled now, which is through a hard money lender. We're going to talk a little bit about hard money. So you guys, if you are looking to buy a home, but you may have limited funds, you don't have a lot of money, I will highly recommend that you guys use hard money lenders. There are some pros and cons, and we're going to go into all of that in this video. But before we get into all that, you all make sure that you like, you comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think because I really want to see more homeowners, more investors in 2021 and beyond. And guys, I'm telling you, it's wild. Like, sorry, y'all. I'm looking, all I see is ring light galore, but you know, such is light. Anyway, okay, so first, what is a hard money lender? So a hard money lender is a type of bank or institution that will loan you money, but they're going to look at a property and not at your financials in order to approve you of the money. So what does that mean? For the most part, the vast majority of people don't have $100,000, $200,000 sitting casually in the bank for you to purchase property. What you do instead is go to a bank and take out a loan or a mortgage. You apply for a mortgage. Now, there's a lot of things that mortgages use to determine whether or not you're worthy of their money, but generally speaking, as long as you have a good income, good credit, and some savings, they are going to approve you. So they're looking at you as a financial person. They're getting a 360 view of you financially, determine if you are financially fit for that property, for them to approve you. Now, hard money lenders don't really care about your financial life. They don't really care about how much money you earn. They don't really care too much about how much you have saved in the bank. But what they do care about is if the property that you're looking at is going to give them profit, it's going to generate money, and therefore you'll be able to pay them back. So it's much easier to get approved for a hard loan because you may not have a W-2 income, which I haven't had in a while. You may not have a lot of savings. Credit, guys, we'll talk a little bit about that because you do need good credit. That's the kicker. You still need good credit in order to get approved for these hard money loans for the most part. But they'll approve you regardless of what your financial situation looks like. So, for example, for me, I wanted to buy a house. I already owned one. Most traditional mortgage lenders denied me because I wasn't earning enough money for them. I already had a home. So it's just so much more difficult for me to buy property number 2 and property number 3. Now, some of the pros, you guys, of a hard money loan, some of the good stuff you get in the coin, is that you are pretty easy for it to get approved. It doesn't matter, honestly, guys, how much money you have saved up. It doesn't matter. They'll pretty much approve you. Again, what they're really looking at is how profitable is your property going to be. The property that you're going to be purchasing, is it going to make you money? If it makes you money, then they'll be able to pay you them. They'll be able to pay them back. So that's a big pro. It doesn't really matter. The other thing is, number 2, another pro is if you already have a home, they don't really care about that so much. So in my experience, you all find that most mortgage lenders are going to require you to have all these leaps and bounds in order for you to get approved for a second home. It can be very, very frustrating, and generally you'll get denied. I've been denied at least twice for a second home, to get a second property, all that fun stuff. So I don't want you guys to go through any of that stuff. With the hard money lender, those things don't happen. Generally speaking, you will get approved because they're looking at the property. Now, there are, y'all, a few cons. It ain't pretty on the other side always. It's not always beautiful. Some of the cons when it comes to a hard money loan is, generally speaking, they're going to ask for 20% down. You're gonna need some money to put down. Now guys, I'm not putting down any money for this property. And I'll talk about that in my next video. But I'm not putting money down. I'm actually using another resource for funding. I'll talk about what I'm doing. And they will expect that. So you should have 20% down. A strategy that you can use is to refinance your primary residence if you already have a primary residence and use that for your second home. If you are looking for a primary home, use and take advantage of mortgages because usually those are just much better rates and much better deals. Which brings me into my second con, y'all, which is generally speaking, interest rates are going to be so much higher. So I believe the national average for interest rates at this moment are in the mid threes, if I remember correctly, if I'm doing my research right. Well, my interest rate is going to be in the fives. So it's much higher interest. So a lot of people don't necessarily recommend hard money lenders for long-term lending. I know I don't necessarily do that as well. But again, what you're looking for is quick cash. So a lot of flippers will use hard money loans because it is a higher interest rate, but they'll be using it for a short amount of time. Now, y'all, I will say if you have I've seen hard money lenders go up to 7%, 8%. It can get really, really high. Mine is actually pretty low, which I'm really grateful for. But guys, I want you guys to keep those things in mind. There are some cons that come with this. And the last con, in theory, you guys, is that you still need a good credit score, guys. I've seen people who allegedly have bad credit, who have no money, who aren't making any of this, that, and they want to buy a house. Something gotta give, y'all. You gotta fix something. You can't try to get, and you're not willing to give something. So you do need to have good credit regardless. And I would say if you're at a 650, you're not too bad off. I would recommend getting into the 7s, a 750 or higher is even better. But somewhere along those lines are going to be really great. It's going to really help you get approved. They're not looking at you as a financial person, but they do want to make sure that the person who is in charge of the loan is going to be able to pay that back. And someone said this so well. Think of the credit score as just like a report card, which I love. That's exactly what it is. It's an adult report card. So please work on that. You all, credit scores don't take that long to build up. I've seen people repair their scores up 150 points in a year. That sounds like a long time, but y'all, this year's already going by really fast. So anyway, guys, okay, so that's what I got for you guys. I do recommend with an asterisk on getting hard money if you have a lot of issues with buying something, but it's very important that you do your research, do your due diligence, and find a property that's going to make you money. Find the cash cow. Okay, guys, I'm going to post some other videos somewhere about my financial journey and homeownership and investing and anything and everything between. As always, I can't wait to talk to y'all soon. We will chitty chat and I'll see you soon. Bye, y'all.